Hello, everyone. It's Fred again from Notes of a Nomad, video number 326. Today, I want to talk about the key to aging. I was listening to a radio program on the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation, and they interviewed a man who was 101 years old. His name is Morry Kernerman, and he lives in Toronto. He's a violinist, been all his life. He was a prodigy when he was 11 years old, and he's still teaching violin, playing music, hiking, and traveling. And it's very interesting hearing firsthand from a man who has the real experience rather than all these textbooks and people doing studies and saying this is what to do. Here's a man who tells you what he's doing. It was fascinating to say when he said, oh, his daily exercise routine is he gets on the exercise bike and he does things like push-ups and planks and squats. He just talked about his, exercise routine. Then how he keeps his mind active. He also says you want to do the difficult thing. Don't do the easy just because it's easy. If it's a bit difficult, that's good. And of course, music is part of his life and reading, even though he's saying his eyesight short distance is a bit of a challenge. So he might have to go to audiobooks, but that still probably be great. And says, life is fascinating and there's lots of things and there's an abundance of choices. It was fascinating again to listen to Morry Kernerman, and you might find it of interest. So I'll put a link, as I said, in the description below this video. Here's a picture of him in his home, and of course, with some music. But I would highly recommend you hear first class what he says. And of course, here are some of the things that we can always read about. And some of the things he would talk about as well, like set daily or weekly time to talk with friends and families, join social groups and volunteer and exercise regularly, have hobbies and, try some new skills, maybe learn a new language or plan out your tasks. Keep your mind busy with puzzles and brain teasers and, you know, use artificial intelligence apps and engage other forms of, cognitive therapy, as it says on this list. However, what I would recommend is listen. Listen to what Morry Kernerman says about it. I found it fascinating, and probably you might find the same. So with that, I say adios, au revoir, wishing you, your family, and friends lots of love and laughter. And bye for now. Until next time, from Notes of a Nomad.